Hello, and welcome to another episode of Live with Ms. Kier. I am your host, Ms. Kier, the poetic lyricist. My co-host tonight is spoken word artist James Ellerbe. Show your love. Show your love.
How you doing? How
Um,
you doing?
my other guest I have Damion Tillery. Show your love for Damion Tillery. And show your love also for Eli The Emcee. So clap it out there, Facebook. Come on, clap it up. Show your love. Okay. So, um, with that being said, we're going to get this party started. So everybody be breezy out there because we're going to be breezy. So I need everybody out there in Facebook land to be breezy with us. Okay, be breezy. Feel the vibes. Feel the vibes. Good vibes. Good vibes only. Yes.
The
And so now we're going to get into it.
All day, every day.
So Eli,
Wagwan.
tell the people and the viewers about yourself. Tell them who you are in my Mufasa voice.
Uh, my Mufasa voice needs work. I'll come back to that one. But what's up, everybody? First off, thank you for having me on your platform, Mz.KIR.
You're
My name is
welcome.
Owen Elijah Brown, and I go by Eli Costello. That's my stage name. That's what I perform under. Costello stands for conscious of stereotypical entities lacking life's optimism. But if you're heady like me, then it makes sense. If not, it's all good. Having said that, I'm an MC and I own a company called Epic Direction Productions. We provide talent and entertainment services, and we also make productions for different events. So that's what I do.
Nice.
Hmm.
Okay, Damien, you're up next.
Upset.
Damien, tell the people out there in the land of Facebook who you are in my Mufasa voice.
Um, my name is Damion Tillery. I've been at the Postal Service for over 30 years now. Three kids, beautiful wife right here, the lovely Jennifer. Um, and as far as music, I've been doing music since I was about 14. Never professional. I just mostly as a hobby, but the love has always been there, and that's pretty much it about me.
Okay, well, dynamite. And shout out to your wife, Jen, chilling in the cut, being breezy in the cut.
Wow.
Literally.
So, James, you have any questions for Eli and Damien?
um,
Well, y'all
well,
just jumping right in. We're ready to go.
Ready to
Let's
go.
get it.
All right, let's do it. Let's go. I'm
yeah,
here.
this is a question for both of you. We could start with um, MC Eli first. Um, what is your favorite aspect about the entertainment industry?
My favorite aspect about the
Hmm.
entertainment industry.
Hmm.
So I would have to say it's got to be the lifestyle, the ride, the experience. Travel, meet interesting people.
Hmm.
Uh, if your life is a movie and you're part of the entertainment industry, you know it's going to be an interesting movie.
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
know, and yeah, I really just I love the opportunity to meet unique people that know they're unique,
Hmm.
sometimes unapologetically unique. But
Hmm.
yeah, I'm a people person, so that's what I like. I like the experience.
Beautiful, excellent, excellent. And same question to you, Damien. What's your favorite aspect about the entertainment industry?
Putting out something that resonates with other people, something that comes from within,
Hmm.
and people connecting to it. I should say. Yeah.
Beautiful. The one thing I love both of y'all never said was money. 'Cause,
Well, sometimes
Like, nah.
let's be real. Sometimes the money ain't so great in the entertainment industry. depending on where you at and what you're doing. But I think if you in it for money, then it's going to be very limited. It's going to be very limited. It doesn't mean you can't make great money in the industry. I'm just saying that sometimes you make it about the money, it's like you kind of box yourself in, and then you don't get the experience. So.
Excellent. Love those answers. Excellent answers.
Yeah, good answer. Good answer.
I think we're doing okay, Damion.
Good stuff.
We're passing the test.
Yes.
Goodness.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the comments. I can't see who these people are because it just says Facebook user, but one says, "Tell my brother James I said hello and I'm here." Another person said, "Hey," and another person said, "Hello, Mz.KIR, and welcome everyone." So thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget to tell a friend about this lovely live with Mz.KIR podcast, okay? And make sure that you comment, like, heart, and share. Because caring is sharing and sharing is caring.
Yeah, just for those that are showing up on Facebook user, just an added tip, you gotta add Tanisha Jacob to as a friend, and then your name will appear. Just a little tip out there for the ones tuning in. Make sure you add Tanisha as a friend, Tanisha Jacob as a friend, and that way your name will appear, so we'll know exactly who you are. So just want to get that tip out.
Thank you for that tip, Damion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Damion, back to you, sir. When were you first introduced to poetry?
Poetry.
Hmm?
Okay. When I was in junior high school, I remember we had to do haikus, the 575. And I don't remember mine, but one of my classmates, he did one and it was offensive. And I'm not going to repeat it, but I laughed at it. Nobody else in the class laughed. That's one of the earliest things I remember about poetry. But as far as it resonating with me, it was a case of with the music, doing the lyrics and such, keeping it the rhythm and such. That's where it started with me. But that's the one. My earliest story is about the haiku.
Okay, interesting.
Wait, you said it was dirty?
Well, it was offensive to a certain demographic.
Oh,
I think I know.
But in 8th grade, so I was like, oh shoot! But it was hilarious to me, but it wasn't appropriate.
The plot thickens. So this was before cancel culture, though.
Oh, way before. This was in the 80s, man. 1980s.
Okay, everybody was being very disrespectful back in the 80s, as I remember.
Yeah, there's some stuff with them. There's definitely some stuff with them, but that's one of my earliest memories of that.
Did y'all get in trouble? Did he get in trouble?
No.
Not at all?
No, it was just the teacher. The teacher was kind of being like matter of factly about it. It was like, well, what you're saying, it is technically a haiku, but it may not be the most appropriate thing to say. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, but
I know that you can't tell us because you probably be like violating some Facebook law, but like I it's like I kind of want to know what it was about. Is there any way you could jujitsu?
It wasn't about. It was about a religion.
Let's leave that one alone. I love God. I don't want no problem.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's why I was like, oh shoot.
I know that.
It was about a religion.
Oh,
and
well, that'll get you in trouble.
Yes.
Maybe you could tell them after the podcast.
Yes.
Tell them.
Yeah, we'll hear.
I want to know myself. I'm kind of curious too. I mean, So Eli, what do you like to do for fun?
Mz.KIR, when I'm having fun. All right, so there's a couple things, right? First off, I'm a people watcher. And if you just go into the city in New York and you walk around, you will see some people. You will see some interesting things. People walking into poles, all sorts of stuff. People just have you seen people just walking with their heads down, just like feeling people walk through the crowd? It's hilarious. So I mean, I don't know, that might be one of the fun things I like to do that I probably shouldn't tell nobody. But I like to people watch. But one of the things I really like to do whenever I'm just out and about, I love food. I love to eat. I love to go to restaurants. I'm a foodie.
Nice.
Y'all like Jamaican food?
What? My wife is
Yes.
Jamaican.
There we go. Wagwan with
I
a beef
found out I
on.
was making via 23andMe.
Oh, snap. He eating right now. What you got there? That looks
That's
good.
stewed
What's
chicken, brother. That's stewed
Oh.
chicken.
Oh, okay.
Stewed chicken, some plantains, you know.
You know what they
Rice
used to
and
say in
peas.
school, man? If you ain't bring enough to share, bro, that's, you know,
Look, if
I
I
gotta
could
go
do
through
this,
this interview now just looking at you with the stewed chicken and the plantain. Probably got the gravy on the rice too, don't
oh, you know it.
Okay.
That's the best part. You know it. You know
you?
it. Look,
Fine.
if I could be like Star Trek, I could beam it to you. You know.
My
Let's
family background is the Caribbean, and my great grandmother, may she rest in peace, she used to make some slamming pigeon peas and rice. Woo!
yup.
The memories. Oh,
Yup. You know, yeah, I love all of that stuff. I just had some pepper steak the other day. Great.
okay. Shoot.
Yeah, so I'm a foodie. That's what I do. If I can cook it and eat it, or be around or have friends over and cook, like I'm really into food.
Beautiful.
Right on. Right on.
That's the that's the beauty, the amazing part of loving food is the camaraderie and the fellowship that comes along with it. That's good.
James,
Good to
James,
have. Good
can
quality.
I tell you my theory about
Okay.
world peace?
Okay.
I think this is how we solve world peace. We get all the people who hate each other in a room, and we have them compete with food.
Mm.
And the best food wins.
Yeah.
I think
you're
that
onto
works.
something. I think you're onto something. Well, we know music. Music has a very powerful uniting force. I can see it definitely in food too. Yeah.
Add the two together, it's a vibe.
Yeah.
What kind of war would that be with music and food? But not in a bad way. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like good food. Like let's really step it up and see who got the best food. And then maybe next year, if your food didn't win last year, you might win. Let's just do it that way. It's hard to be angry with good food around.
Right.
That's for sure. That is for
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely. Good take on that. Yes.
Mhm.
James, you have
All
any other questions for Eli?
Well, you're a poet. When was that moment that you said, I'm a poet? Or what experience tied around your declaration of being a poet?
Okay.
Oh, good question.
Okay, so see, I'm a songwriter.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Well, that's poetry.
Sure, it's poetry, but the way the word started coming to me was a little bit unique. So, okay, the first time that I really started hearing stuff was I was playing Nintendo. I was playing Sega Genesis with my cousin in a room. We were playing Sonic the Hedgehog.
Whew. Okay.
Y'all play Sonic the Hedgehog?
Oh, what? Come on, man.
So, if you're in the 90s and you get it. So anyway, we're playing Sonic the Hedgehog, and there's this stage, chemical plant, whatever. And as I'm playing this game, I hear it's like,
oh yeah.
Right? It's very familiar, right? It's dope. So I started hearing this. I said that they didn't want it. I said that he didn't want it. No, she didn't want it. I don't know why these words was coming. Like they didn't want it. I didn't know why those words were coming to my head. But later on, I would find out that Michael Jackson actually is the one who made all those melodies up. So when I was hearing it, I was hearing it in my head. And later I would find out Michael Jackson made all that. So
We would have never known that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know, right? Okay.
That's crazy.
Rich
It
history
is.
in Sonic the Hedgehog. So yeah, that like the lyrics started coming to me, but then I was like, nah, like let me see if I can make a song out of this. And the next thing you know, my pop, who's also a musician and world traveler, and he would give me like little homework to do. And he would say, well, if you want to be a good songwriter, you want to be a good rapper, then you got to take your 5 favorite songs and you got to write them out and learn how to write and figure that out. And then I started doing it. Next thing you know, the songs started coming to me. So, you know, I've been writing since I was in high school. And
Wow.
yeah, it's an expression, you know?
Wow.
I get it. That is so. Oh man, I'm geeking out right now.
Right.
I see somebody in the comments said, and I'm gonna do it like the game Sega.
Yup.
That might have been my brother. My brother was one of the people that commented. He was actually my brother. He was saying, "Tell my brother." I'm thinking like, my kinsman. No, that's really my brother. But that's probably him that said that Sega, because he's a gamer. So
Yeah, Sega Genesis. That was a whole nother generation of gamers, and we didn't have the fun that they had today. But it's fun. It was still great. It was good. Good time.
I think we had more fun.
I'm sorry, I'm cutting you off.
Oh, that's okay. I was just saying, I think that we have more fun and back in my day as opposed to now. But maybe I'm just being biased. I mean, I'm just saying.
You know what I think it is? Why?
Why?
Because those days you literally had to go to somebody's house.
Yeah.
And play because it was always that one friend that had that console.
Yep.
And everybody go to that friend's house to play these games. I don't know if that was the experience for y'all, but that definitely was the experience for me. And I mean, it was just so cool to have that kind of vibe and that togetherness and trying to beat each other in the game and stuff like that. Like, oh man,
a lot of friendships were made because a homie had a Sega Genesis or a PlayStation. And be like, yo, bro, I'm coming over to play. Like, we gotta, good times, man.
Yeah, I think this new generation is missing that. Everybody,
they got it different now because they can stay where they are and play with people all over the world, and they talk trash to each other.
Right? Yeah,
it's part of the community, And then it's like sometimes people do make friendships. Is that Damion? He back?
Yeah,
my apologies, folks. Touch the screen. Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
Cheers.
Welcome back. We was just talking about Sega Genesis, bro.
Right.
Altered Beast.
Oh,
yeah.
You know he's a gamer. You know he's a gamer.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Yes, sir.
Yep. I was a Tekken guy.
Oh, Tekken, yes.
Yep. Mortal Kombat, Tekken, and all of that. All the fighting games.
Oh, Mortal Kombat. Yes.
Yeah.
Somebody said Atari was my favorite game. Said, "Oh, Pac-Man, you going back?"
Oh man,
for real.
81. Sheesh.
Yeah.
That was right after. What was that? What was before that? Coleco, I think.
There's ColecoVision and television.
Yeah.
Commodore 64.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay.
I'm gonna tap out. The oldest thing I had was an Atari.
Which one? 26, 52, 78.
Wow.
Nice, bro. I know we used to have a game. Y'all ever play the and like the ball goes?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was our family game. So good time.
Yeah, you just got boys with that, man.
Nice.
One of the things Damion missed, we got a jewel by Eli.
Yeah.
He said that most of the music for Sonic the Hedgehog was produced by Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
What? That's crazy. Yeah. Yes. Man, I mean, I will never forget that.
Yeah.
Ain't that crazy?
That's serious.
That's fire, right?
Yeah.
You can hear the.
Yeah, you can kind of. Yeah, you can kind of hear it.
I don't know. I can't dance like Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
I tried. Doesn't come out the same.
Moonwalk back, moonwalk
My
Yeah.
moonwalk used to be on point. And then after moving to Philly and then all the dancers in Philly used to just always own me in the club, I just be like, you know what? Screw this. I'm going to develop a personality.
back.
Oh man.
Start talking on the mic.
Uh,
So, Eli, can you perform uh, two of your songs for
Yeah.
us?
Yeah, I can actually. Sure. I set up so usually I perform with a DJ set or I perform with like a band or but I got my what's that, a motorcycle?
Motorcycle.
it's not, I'm by the Raritan Circle. This is where 202, 206, and 22 connect.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's
Right in the middle.
pretty over here.
Do me a favor.
You're in Jersey. You can hear me still, right?
Can you mute yourself so we can hear him? Hear his music. It's just the background is. I don't want to.
Okay, my apologies on that, y'all.
It's all good. It's all good.
Y'all can hear me still?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
we
I'm
can help.
talking into a mic because when you're playing guitar sometimes you just want to make sure that everyone can hear you. But anyway, the first song I'm gonna play is so I just put out a record. It's called Epic Nights. I put it out I think the end of like towards the middle of summertime. And I'm glad to say that I got over 30,000 plays on Spotify, 30,000 streams. And of course that number has gone up since I looked at it, which I think it's like 46 now. I just dropped a music video on YouTube and it's kind of got that Afro beats vibe. So if you like Afro beats, you like music that you feel like you could listen to and not go crazy over, you might want to check out my sound, and I encourage you to. But let's get into it. Y'all can hear that?
Yes.
We could be gone by tomorrow, baby. I want you to stay. Tonight we got everything, even yesterday. Before the sunrise, I can't get with no delay. And for the longest time, I was singing through the pain. What do love got to do with a thing like Turner? That's why I nibble on that probably like burger. Across the ocean, we can make it dip. We can get into the waters, yeah. We can make it drip. We can toss stuff. Inspiration, motivation, looking like we found one. We on a rise. Elevation, roam to any city, any destination. Oh yeah, you already know when I hold you that the vibe be away. Pull you a little closer, even with no music, we gon' dance when I hold you. The morning to wake us up like Folger. So if you came for an epic night and you came for an epic time, indeed. I hope you prepare for me, cause it's yours, ain't nobody else's. One thing I know for sure is yours, ain't nobody else's. And if they ask you who got it, you can tell them that been going so hard. I know we got something coming. Been going so long that I know something's been missing. I just been patient. Timing is crucial. Thinking about it, got to be a king about it. Seeing champion rings. I put my queen around it. We can elevate. They won't know a thing about it. Oh yeah, you already know when I hold you that the vibe be away. Pull you a little closer. No music, we gon' dance when I hold you. The morning to wake us up like Folger. So if you came for an epic night and you came for an epic time, indeed, I hope you prepare for the MC, cause it's yours, ain't nobody else's. One thing I know for sure is yours, ain't nobody else's. And if they ask you who got it, you can tell them it's yours. It's yours, it's yours. Keep telling me that, keep that, it's yours. It's yours, it's yours. Keep telling me that when you put it on me. I know you ain't never had it this way. I feel like what they've been waiting for. Telling me it's mine cause I got it right now. Hands up, nothing feels better than this. So if you came for an epic night, and you came for an epic time, indeed, I hope you prepare for me, cause it's yours, Ain't nobody else's. One thing I know for sure is yours. Ain't nobody else's. One thing I know for sure is yours. It is yours. Eh.
Nice.
All right. Snap it up for Eli the MC. Show your love for Eli the
Nice.
MC, folks.
Nice.
Yeah.
Definitely hear the Afro beat influence in there.
Just a little
Mhm.
something simple, easy, a little four chord song. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Just have a little good time with y'all vibing. Thank y'all for allowing me to do that. By the way, make sure y'all check that out. And if you don't have it on Spotify, just go ahead and check it out. The production on it was made by a dope producer. His name was Blast, Blast.
Mm.
And he's from I think he's from South America. And he's like an international like maverick when it comes to production. And he put a really dope Afro beats project together. So check it out.
Mm. Indeed, indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So in the comments, we have someone said, finally, some real music. Someone else said, very nice. And another person said, 2 thumbs up. Yes. Show your love out there.
Fire.
Mm.
Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you.
Make
Uh,
sure you like and heart and share this wonderful podcast tonight. Yes.
mhm.
Yes.
I had a question about your music. Is it purchasable to download as well?
Yes. So my music is not only on Spotify and YouTube, but you can check out epicdirection.com. That's my website. You can see you get access to not only the events and things like that I do, but you also can get my music. You can watch the short film that I just won an award for in Rome. You can kind of check out some things because I wrote a musical film because, you know, sometimes you just have so many ideas in your head. And I wrote a musical film and, you know, you can kind of see everything that is on the path of the MC. I'm trying to do some shameless plugs here. Can y'all see that? Is this, the camera on?
Indeed. Do
See
your
that?
plugs, brother. Yeah,
Shameless
yeah.
plug. Look at that. That's right.
Mhm.
So yeah, y'all can check out everything on the path of the MC, and definitely you know if you don't want to add it for free, and you do want to hook a brother up with a dollar, or something, make sure you hit up
No,
the website.
we're
Thank you.
changing that narrative. We're changing that narrative. Everybody,
Agree.
you stream his music, just take the time to purchase, support the artists. We spend a lot of time and dollars putting these projects together, so please just do him a favor and purchase the album, and that way you show your appreciation for the art that you're listening. You can stream all you want, but just take the time and download the project and purchase it. Okay, we changing the narrative because we know how much these streaming platforms give us. So
That
let's
sounds really
start.
good. I'm gonna take that little clip you just made, and I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna make that like a thing. I'm gonna put that on TikTok and
Please
just
do.
make that go viral.
Please do. We need to.
Do it.
We need to.
I'm with
Yeah.
it. I'm with it.
See, look on the site now. Look. You got a sale coming up right now.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right. Okay. James, you have another question for Damion?
um, I'm a kind of I'm not claiming this question.
Okay.
I see this question on different platforms and different podcasters. What you like more, creating the music or performing?
Oh, definitely creating it. Performing, I'm a nervous guy. I performed probably upwards of 10 times in my lifetime. Each time felt like I was about to, relieve myself on stage, but creating, because it's like me and the materials that I'm using to make something new. Because I'm a beat maker and I'll sample somebody's stuff, chop it up, put it back together like a jigsaw puzzle, something totally different. So
Mm.
I'm more into the creative process than the performing.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
It's no wrong answer to that. It's all about what you feel. I appreciate
Hmm.
that. Hmm.
I like when you said chop it up like a jigsaw puzzle.
Yeah,
Fire.
That, I might put that in a poem. Thanks, Damien. Um, Damien, can
Yeah.
you do share a nice piece for the viewers and the listeners?
Okay. Um, there's one that I wrote over 10 years ago. Every time, not every time, but a lot of times when Tanisha, when you have the open mics, I'll say this poem. But the thing is, the reason I say it every time is because a loved one lost a loved one, and I was channeling what that person was feeling when I wrote it, and it's like the most poignant piece that I've ever written. That's why I always say it. This one's called "Show Me the Way." The feeling of despair, but in my mind, I don't care. Look at myself in the mirror, frozen by my cold stare. I didn't want to go there, but the feeling started to burn through. In a minute, when I lose myself, come back and then return to the point of origin of why I feel depressed. Fraction of my soul, common denominator, stress. But I guess all of us have our own trials and tribulations, hoping for remediate rectification. Skip the patience. Big inflation as I stay stagnant at the PO. But compared to the next man whose wages happen to be lower than the national averages, those out there scavenging, throwing it all the way like the championship of the javelin, managing to stay afloat but being tugged by the heel, spinning out of control like being hugged by a wheel. In spiritual court, the enemy fighting for custody of my soul on the grounds of something called gluttony. Show me the way. I have to say it every time. It's just the person it happened to, very close to me, and it made me realize that I can channel what I'm feeling with my music, with my poems, with beat making,
Mm.
something negative and making it into a positive.
Mm.
So
Mm,
And
that's what that is.
you're
I
helping
hear
people
that.
too at the same time.
Yeah. I like that. Take a negative, and make it into a positive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. Snap it up, folks. Snap it up.
Thank you, thank you.
Like heart, and share this because we being breezy
Fire.
tonight. Yes. Okay.
Fire.
James, do you have another question for Eli?
Actually, the same question. It's the same question I asked Damien because I want to hear your take on it. What you like more, performing or creating?
Oh well, I'm a natural performer. Like I love the stage. If you believe in signs and Sagittarius and all that type of stuff, I like attention, which is problematic when you're trying to live a stoic lifestyle. It's like, man, come on, why can't the rules just line up for me just this once? No, apparently you can't be an outspoken dude, even if naturally that's what you are. But I have a lot of music in I guess it comes from my pop. He's been traveling around the world and doing stuff, and
Mm,
it kind of like, you know apple don't fall too far from the tree. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I like being on stage. I like engaging with people. I love like seeing if I can like be at the cause of something, and I like the improv of like figuring out what people are gonna do and say, and then having fun with it. Yeah, I love it, man.
mm,
Unfortunately,
beautiful,
I love it. It's great.
beautiful,
Hi.
beautiful.
I
You
like the stage too.
Mm.
As a
like
matter of
both.
fact, I had
I'm,
said
I'm a,
on oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, I was just saying I like both. I like creating and performing. I think they're both are two separate experiences, and depending on how I'm feeling, that's the one I lean towards at that moment. But yeah, I like both. I think
Mm.
yeah. But both of those were excellent answers. Both of those were excellent. There's not a, like I said, there's no wrong answer to that. It's all about, what you feel and what, and what you like to express. So, yeah.
Being honest.
Exactly.
Yeah. Good answers, guys. One time for Damion and Eli. Yeah. Good answers. Woo! Yeah.
Thank you.
What about you guys? What about y'all? Let me ask y'all the same question. So you said Miss.KIR, you like performing and you like performing as well.
Yes.
So how long you been performing?
Let me think here. Since like 2003, when I was in the Precious Promise Art Circle, I had entered the New Brunswick Free Public Library Anthology. And shout out to my mentor, Miss Deborah Cheney. Always got to give her a shout out, because if it wasn't for Miss Deborah Cheney and me being a part of the Precious Promise Art Circle, there would be no writer's block. So yeah, it started out with that, and so she was like, "Well, you have to read one of your poems," because I had submitted for the anthology, and I was like, "Okay," because prior to that, I had serious stage fright. I mean, it was awful. Like my
So
whole body was
that's a long time, bro. Let me ask you a question. Anything ever go like wrong while you were performing? Anything like like this? Why did this just happen while I'm up here?
no, I must
No.
say, I haven't had those problems, and I don't want to. I'm crossing my fingers.
I mean, I told you I'm a people watcher. I done
up.
see some weird stuff. I seen a person like delivering a spoken word, and right in the middle of it, someone comes to put a rug down and they kick the rug and it knocks over the microphone, and it's like, what is happening? I'm like, why did they choose to do this at the same time? But you couldn't write this stuff. It was insane. So nothing like never like a light. No, okay. He's like, no, man, everything goes right when I perform.
Not me.
Okay, all right. I've seen some weird stuff. Like, why are you doing that now?
Wow.
Thank God.
Yeah, I haven't had that happen to me.
Well, I had somebody just, literally get up, walk right in front of me as I'm performing.
Oh, that's really
That throws you off. So you're like, I'm like sitting there, like looking at the person, like, as they continue to walk.
Like, what are you doing? Can you see that there's something happening here? Are we in the same reality?
If it was in the back, that's a different story. But this was right up front.
wow.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Looked at the person, like, as they were walking, and I said, in front of you. Made it a part of it.
Yeah.
They're like, my bad, dog. I gotta use the bathroom, man.
Gotta give him the Superman laser glare, just like, bro, what are you doing? Stupid.
Oh man.
I used to have people in the front audience do this. I'll be like, why are you doing that to me? Good times. Good times.
Oh man.
I got some stories, man.
I need that one, bro.
I'm sorry, I'm having a good time, y'all. Y'all be having a good time.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I love it. It's a great Friday.
Wow.
We being breezy on this Friday night. Good times on a Friday night. Yeah.
Be real. Just be real. None of y'all like have any alcohol like just laying around. Just
No.
none of that. Okay, good. That's good.
That's good.
I don't drink at all.
Excellent. No alcohol. No alcohol.
Yeah.
I got a story about that.
No alcohol.
Uh-oh.
I don't drink anymore, but I used to, back when I first started doing poetry, I used to drink a lot. And one time I had a little one too many. And I think I remember just the first stanza, and that was it. Oh, you talk about one of the most horrible experiences I've ever since then. I was like, nah, I can't. I don't eat before I perform, and I definitely ain't drinking before I perform.
Oh gosh.
So, just tricks of the trade, you know.
Yeah, I have recently been a fan of like sober parties where people don't have alcohol. It's a different
That's what's
kind of
up.
fun.
Yeah.
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 Everybody's, you know, high off each other. Everybody is vibing off each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I like that. I think we're ready for. I think our music industry,
Mm.
regardless of all the latest gossip and scandals, is ready for a new kind of fun. I think we're ready. I think we're ready.
Yeah. Indeed. I agree.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, Damian, back to you, sir. I'm getting into my Topra vibe, James. Getting into my Topra vibe.
So, that's an insight. That was
Yeah.
indirectly coined by me.
Oh, okay.
Because I said she's like the poetic Oprah.
Yeah. So I was
Oh,
named Topra.
man.
Oprah.
So, Damien,
Yes.
if you could turn back the hands of time and talk to your 18-year-old self, what would you tell you?
Go to college.
Mm.
I wanted to go to North Carolina A&T to learn agricultural technology, but I got
Mm.
scared. But I also got hired at the post office 3 months after I graduated. I would go to college
Explain that about agricultural technology. Why agricultural technology? I've never heard an
because,
answer like that.
and neither did I. And,
Yeah.
and but North Carolina A&T, I have family in North Carolina, so thinking back, why was I scared? I don't know. I guess because you know the unknown, scared of the unknown, and
Mm.
you know, being I got hired at the post office. Actually, before that, I got hired at Revlon. I got it was easy and it was comfortable,
Mm.
so I didn't venture forth to do that. So I'm not saying there's a regret, but that's one thing I would change if I could go to
Mm.
college.
Mm.
Yeah.
Indeed. Indeed.
That's a great. I think that's a good thing that like to go back and tell yourself.
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, I've uh, I've been to Catherine Gibbs. I don't even think that school still exists.
Mm.
Um, Union County College, DeVry. But
Right.
which one?
The one in North Brunswick.
I went to the one. It used to be in Woodbridge.
Mm.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Like where? Yeah, where Burlington is now.
Uh-huh.
That's where DeVry was.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's right
and
around my neck of now.
yeah, but eh, the thing is, music is my thing, and that's what I'm like. It took me a long time to walk around that block, but I want to pursue that music because I've been doing it for so long in one way or another. So
Mm.
Okay.
All right.
That's cool.
Interesting.
Good answer there. Caught me by surprise too. I like that. Yeah.
Good answer. Good answer,
thank you.
That's a good
Damien.
answer. Yes.
It wasn't catch you by
But
surprise. Yeah, they are the good ones.
my question is this: if you tell your 18-year-old self to go to college, how would you pose it? Because would your 18-year-old self listen to you? Like, were you hard headed, or were you like I'll listen, like I'll do anything, I just don't know what to do?
Well, I started feeling myself, of course, especially when I was making money. When I first started making money from a regular job,
Yeah.
couldn't really tell me anything. You know what I'm saying? No, hey, I mean, I was living with my parents, of course, but like I had my older brother. He passed away in 2001. But at the time, he was trying to tell me what to do. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. I'm like, yeah, all right, brushing them off. But that's what it was. It was just me going through my growing pains because I, became an adult, graduated high school, and like I said, pretty much started working right after high school. Two career defining jobs.
Mm.
like right after. So yeah, so no one could really tell me too much of anything at that time.
Okay, so you probably have to be a little bit more stern with yourself.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
oh yeah,
that's
yeah,
real.
oh yeah,
That's real. We all through that young period where we don't want to listen, or we feel like we know what's best. And,
yeah,
sometimes we do know what's best, but I think that hearing good advice, that's key. Being able to take good advice, that's gold.
oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know
Absolutely.
my loved ones, they had my best interest at heart. It's just that for the most part, I think I wasn't a bad guy. Don't get me wrong, and but there was just things that I needed to find out on my own.
Yeah,
Maybe I didn't, I shouldn't have, but I did regardless.
yeah.
Yeah.
You ever feel like when you say you had to learn things on your own, like you didn't want to be defined by how people saw their things, because you know that people got their own perception of things. So be like, don't tell me how, because I see how you are. You know what I mean? Is
Yeah.
is that what it kind of was like?
I guess, man. It's
Mm,
like I said, bro. It was just a matter of me, just trying to find out who I am,
yeah, I
but
understand.
not at anyone else's expense. Just going out there exploring. Because I used to hang out in Perth Amboy all the time. That was my spot. But anyway,
I've
um,
heard things about Perth Amboy.
hmm,
I've heard
yeah, it was
things.
that nice. Yeah, it was nice out there. And like I said, just trying to find myself. And that's stop talking too much.
Nah, it's all good, brother. That's what's up. I think a lot of people can resonate with that.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm. True. Same question for you, Eli. If you could turn back the hands of time, what would you tell your 18-year-old self?
Uh,
Mm.
if I could go back and talk to my 18-year-old self, I would tell him, one, don't overthink stuff too much. Although he would probably overthink that.
That's funny.
That's,
I mean, I'd say don't overthink stuff. Don't think you need approval. You don't need so much approval.
Mm,
Um, and also, I would say don't don't worry about having to go places to build, because I did a lot of traveling. It's just the way it was. I look back and I mean, I know now, like, the most important things in life are your family. First, of course, your connection with God. But family is very important. But then also being comfortable and grounded where you are. You don't always
watch
have
it
to
home.
go places. You
Watch
can
it
you
home.
can you can build where you are, make it solid, and that's probably what I would tell myself. But not saying I would listen.
mm.
Okay.
It'd be in there.
I hear you. I hear you, Eli. James, do you have any questions for Damien?
Yes, I got a question for Damien.
Yes.
Um, what is the most rewarding experience that you've had so far in music?
Oh man.
Yeah.
I don't think I won, but what happened was, say like around 2008, there was a talent show at King University,
Mm,
and excuse me, people were the lady, the organizer, she asked who wants to go first. Everybody was like kicking rocks, and saying, putting their heads down, everything. I'm not saying I was like pushed to the front to go first, but I said I'll go first, and I did okay.
mm,
And I got a decent reaction, but I did stay to see if I won, because my best friend, he was like, don't you want to stay here, see if you won or anything? I was like, nah, I won already, man. I performed in front of a decent crowd of people. And I mean, like I said, I performed a few times since, with Tanisha with the open mic, a couple other places. But as far as that, I don't know how many people that auditorium sat, but there's a couple hundred. That's a victory for me. I'll take that one.
Yeah,
Indeed.
absolutely.
I was taught don't matter how many in the crowd, always the same show.
Yeah.
Show.
Yeah. Just move like Eric B. and Rakim, but it don't matter how many in the crowd. Just
Facts.
move like Eric B. and Rakim.
Smooth facts.
Move it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Eli, back to you.
Oh.
You're back in my Topra vibe again. If you could have dinner with 3 people, past or present, who would they be and why?
I can have dinner with 3 people, past or present.
Who would they be and why?
I'm making this easy. So let's see. First, I would eat with my granddad because I didn't get to have too many conversations with him before he passed, and he was the patriarch of the family. He's the one who made it big and brought everybody over from the motherland. So he was the one with a lot on his shoulders. And I would like to know, what wisdom he would have to bestow upon me. So that's Granddaddy Owen. And then I would have dinner with. Okay, so I'm Christian. I'd like to have dinner with Jesus.
Okay.
I think that'd be an interesting conversation.
It was.
I'm not saying I want to be at the last dinner though, because I'd be looking at characters, be like, "Oh, I know what you gonna do. Oh, you like, I don't want to judge, on it." But so that's 2. I'll leave that there. And the third person, let's make it an alive person. Who I would like to have dinner with. Man.
Yeah, man.
It's like so many people in the world and in the game, and in life in general. You want to make sure that it's gonna, like you're gonna have some interesting story from it. So I would like to have dinner with okay, this is gonna be weird. I want to have dinner with Oprah.
That's not weird.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so it's not a romantic dinner. I want to have a dinner with her because I feel like she seems like a person that you would get a lot of information from, and she's in the right place. But I almost said Melania Trump because I feel like that would be an interesting conversation. I think Melania Trump would be an interesting conversation as long as I can understand the accent. But because you figure she's got to be on the inside of some stories, right? She's got to have just all sorts of things all over the wall. But Oprah would be good, so I'm gonna go with Oprah.
I think I would take an Oprah dinner. Yeah.
We'll stick with Oprah.
Okay.
Let Melania off the hook.
I like the Oprah.
Yeah.
She had a very powerful quote that I'll never forget. She said, "You can have everything, but not all at once." Think about that. You can have everything, just not all at once.
Not sure what that means.
In other words, everything you want, you can't have right then and right now, but you can space it out over time.
Mm.
Can't have it all in one, because you can't think about it. You won't be able to handle it if you have everything that you wanted all at once.
True.
Yeah. You know, because, you know, like I said, I'm a heady dude. You know, I be doing stand-up comedy sometimes, you know. It's not always funny. But I'm just saying, like, when it comes to that, like, I'll be like, so wait, why should we get everything we want? You know, I'll be like, why should a person have everything that they want? You know, because sometimes you want things that ain't good for you.
That's true.
And I do think that when you have excess, when you have money and you have power, and you have all these things, you can do a lot with them. But of course, the responsibility is very, very, you know, it's a lot. So it's like, you know, heavy weighs the crown, so to speak.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Good conversation.
Yeah, I'm actually liking this interview. I'm really liking this interview.
Yeah. Told you. We
You
being
guys are cool. I like it.
breezy. Being breezy on this Friday.
Learning a lot. Learning a lot from both of you.
Being breezy and having a good time.
I wanna ask y'all a question. Have y'all ever done the number challenge?
The number challenge?
The number challenge.
I've never heard of that. Yeah.
You've never heard of the number challenge?
No.
Okay, so it's a game. It's a TikTok game, right? Where you have to count to 8, but you have to count on beat. So it would be like so it actually goes to the drum of the, you know, Soldier Boy song.
That's on the minute, boy.
Right? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See, I already messed it up. See, okay, you gotta count on beat, and you gotta get all the way to 8, and then you come backwards.
And come backwards. Oh,
I would love to see y'all try that. Not here. I would love to see y'all try.
I'm not embarrassing myself.
Yeah.
I probably after like 4 or 5, you know, I'm done.
It's tricky, but it's rewarding when you get down to the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It feels like you accomplished like moving a mountain or something. It's great.
Right. That's hard, especially when you gotta, like, when you said 4, when you did 4, because you gotta say it twice.
Yeah, you gotta say it on beat, and it's
right. Yeah, that
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You're doing 2 things at the same time. You know?
Yeah. Yup. And then you go all the way there and you come backwards.
I wouldn't make it to, I'll probably end at 4.
Well, if you do it as a response to this video, I'll post it. That would be great.
I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna work on it.
Please.
I'm gonna work on it, and I'm gonna post it. I will commit to that. I'm gonna work on it, and I'm gonna post whether fail or fail. I'm gonna work on it and post it.
So it only takes like 30 seconds. It's great. It's fun.
For me, that'll be interesting. Yeah, that'll be interesting. I might just try that. You know.
Number challenge. Yeah, I would say, I don't know if y'all on TikTok, but definitely when y'all go on Instagram or TikTok, just type in number challenge or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 challenge. You know, all that type of stuff.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram. I look for it on Instagram.
I work with an organization called I Will Graduate in New York, and they're doing big things. They just you know who Terrence J is?
From 106 Park.
106 Park. Yeah, Mr. 106 Park. Yeah. So they just did an event where he was the lead host at the King's Theater in Brooklyn, and I was the co-host. So I got a chance to work with Terrence, and I got a chance to work with a lot of the different artists that have like popular music out today. And, you know, one of the things that we do was go out in the audience. We did the number challenge. You know, it's a real big thing. All the high school kids, they kind of know about it. And it's always a lot of fun. So anyone of any age can do it. So I definitely think y'all should take a chance and give it a try.
I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna post it. I need to check
Tag me in it.
too. Yeah, let me tag
Sorry
you
about
in.
that.
This is it the same as your name?
Just tag MC Eli or Path of the MC. Yeah, in fact, tag Path of the MC. That's right. Shameless plug. Look at that. There we go.
See.
Okay. That's interesting. I think I will try it.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Okay. Damion, back to you. Can you do another piece for us?
Okay. Let me see. All right. With my writings, a lot of spiritual overtones in them. I realized when I was getting older, that the stuff that I was listening to in like the late '90s, early 2000s, gangster rap and all other stuff, that wasn't me. And I realized there wasn't a lot of gospel rap out at that time that I heard. Recently, I've heard of like guys like Bizzle, Dayton, this dude named Seven,
Oh
and
yeah, I've heard of Seven. Yeah.
yeah, dude's nice. But
Mm-hmm.
back then, like in the say like early 2000s, late 2000s, didn't hear anything. So I was like, I just started writing stuff that was had spiritual overtones, and I think it was, to me, spiritually is more fulfilling. This one, there's no title to it, but it rhymes. Sitting in my room contemplating, Satan waiting for me to make a mistake and trying to pull the wool over my eyes, no surprise. Some of the world's finest lured their fates at their demise. For all my years, he was the cure for all my fears. Strapped on my armor because the Lord's got a warrior here. Saying thank you, Lord, for all your blessings, for keeping me strong from all of your lessons. Used to lift your name to convenience me, felt the world on my shoulders expecting some leniency, but the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ suffered worse than me, and I'll never come close to his degree of adversity. Even when the enemy throws pitches like Nolan Ryan, I won't ever give up, even when I'm old and dying. Slowly trying to rise up from the ashes of the past. Hold me most high, I'm scared the masters won't last. That's it.
Okay. All right, everybody out there, show your love for Damion again.
Yes.
Appreciate y'all.
Show your love again for Eli The Emcee.
Yes.
Show your love out there for my co-host James Ellerbe. And show your love for Live with Mz.KIR. Yes.
Hey.
And Oprah.
Yes. Better known as
Show your love for
Topra.
Oprah.
Yes, better known as Topra. So James, you have any questions for Eli?
Yes, I got one for Eli.
Oh.
What motivates you to keep going in your passion?
Well, what motivates me? When I was a young man, when I was a kid, when I was a boy, I grew up. I was always very aware of a lot of things. I was very sensitive. You grow up, kind of have like I grew up Jehovah's Witness, and you're aware of all the things that they're telling you are evil about the world. Then you have your experiences with your own family, and you have sort of like this. I grew up. I was in the hood. It was poor. Well, I don't want to say poor. We just didn't have a lot of money. But I will say this. You kind of get this thing of like, why can't everything be just a little bit better? Why does everything have to seem like it's so easy for things to go left sometimes. And as a young person, I was very sensitive and aware of this. So as I grew, and it's a little problematic for a young person to take on all this responsibility for making things feel good. You know what I mean? And, you know, people like Will Smith talk about it. I always want to make people feel right, you know, and that's definitely a burden that a young person has to bear. But I definitely understood what he's talking about, because I always felt like if things could just be a little bit better, then maybe we all could just, you know, there wouldn't be such this thing of like a versus, or like such a negative spin. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, my motivation just came from always wanting to just make things better. Whether that was with my family, whether that was in school, and you know, when you're Jehovah's Witness, you know, you tend to be a little bit separate from the rest of the community. And, you know, I'm just sharing my experience here. I don't have nothing really against anybody of any faith, but I will say this, you know, everyone's celebrating and you go to the library. You know, everyone's celebrating and you go to a classroom that's empty, and it creates this longing for community, this longing for good times, this longing for celebrations. Yeah, man, it's a motivation. And I think if we focus on the things we can celebrate about each other a little bit more, then maybe things could potentially be a little bit better for everybody. You know, and that's what I like to put my energy out. That's what I do as an MC when I help people celebrate their milestones, or I help groups come together. Just is what it is. It's God's going to keep me in there, because that's part of my life calling.
Wow, beautiful. Wow.
Yeah, indeed.
Definitely blessed people right there. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
Hope I answered your question.
Oh no, boy, you're superseded. Superseded, brother.
Good answer, Eli.
Yeah.
I wrote it down and practiced it 5 times. No,
No, that's real, man. That's
you nailed it. Okay.
That's real.
Yeah.
Felt that.
So, Damion, how would your children and your wife describe you?
Quirky. Like I walk to my own beat. I'm a different guy. You know what I'm saying? It took a long time for me to not wanting to be a monolith, like be like everyone else. Accepting me for who I am, and not saying striving to be different, but just acknowledging that we all have differences, and it's all right to be like that. Generous, patient, and willing to give the shirt off my back if need be, because I don't want anyone. Because you know, with the homeless situation going on and everything, I don't want anybody to, you know what I'm saying, be without. I can't give to everyone, but if I can and I have it, you have it. If my teeth are chattering, my apologies. The temperature dropped like 20 degrees in about an hour. Sorry about that.
Looks like fans. I hope I'm not butchering his name. Jennifer Kernan said when you said turkey, she said absolutely. Like, definitely.
Yeah, Jennifer, that's his wife.
Oh, that's your wife? Oh, man.
That's the wife.
Oh, I can know you better. You know. Thank you for joining us and supporting your king.
Right. So, Eli, back to you. What is a fun fact about you?
Fun fact about me is, you know, sometimes I like to code switch, and I'll talk in like different accents and tones out of nowhere. And hey, it's gotten me out of parking. It's gotten me out of court tickets. Got me out of speed tickets. You know, I got pulled over or something, and the guy was like talking to me, and you know, I started talking like, you know, so what seems to be the problem? You know, can I do for you? If you can just kind of be a little bit more clear with your conversation, perhaps I can just, you know, go ahead and help y'all just figure everything out. And it worked. He was just so nice, and he was like, "You're so charming." Oh, thank you very much. You know, I just do my best, try to live right and clean up after myself. You know, yeah. I say if it worked, don't fix it. Don't fix it. Don't fix it. That's a little fun fact about me. That's all y'all need to know. Well,
that is hilarious. That's like one. Like if I could like go to that moment in your life, I would. Oh man, I probably would pay to see that. Oh, that is hilarious.
Yeah.
We'll do a show together. We gotta plan an event and do some fun together. Yes. And let's just have fun. Let's have a good time.
Look, let's do it. I'm gonna hold you to it. We gotta do that. I already through this whole interview, I already felt that you are my kinsman. So,
man, my brother. There you are. Yep.
You have this joy about life, and I have the same kind of joy, and like minds need to constantly connect.
Absolutely.
You know, so.
You guys doing anything for the holiday season coming up?
Oh man, well, you talk about Thanksgiving coming up.
Hey.
I gotta work actually. It is also my birthday, mind you.
Happy early birthday.
Oh, thank you. So nothing. Just working. I'm off the day after though. I'm after the Friday, Black Friday.
Black Friday.
Yeah. I didn't want to go there, but if you're willing to go there,
show me in black. Show me in black. You're black in hair. Okay. I was gonna say, I'm a good friend of mine, Jersey John. He's a DJ out here. He's dope, and he's kind of like a man about town. And he's doing like a big food drive, and he asked me to perform. So I send y'all the information for that. If maybe y'all want to come through, bring like a couple cans or some food. We trying to do some good work out here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I won't be around. I'm planning to go to Virginia to see my mom.
Oh.
Yeah.
What time is that?
I'm sorry. She's in Chester, Virginia.
No, I was talking about Eli, his event.
Oh, sorry.
She's like, no, we'll come back to you in Virginia.
We'll definitely come back.
That sounds like a trip. It's guy's name is Jersey John. I'm not exactly. I can't remember off the top what the date it is, but I'll send it to you. And I know Mz.KIR, you probably have like your whole setup and everybody out here. So maybe everybody want to come out and check it out. Should be a good time.
Okay, everybody hear that? Show your love for Eli's event coming up. Yeah.
And it's a good cause, so definitely support.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Be a blessing.
Show your love, folks.
Yeah, let's get it.
Yeah.
You were saying about Virginia?
What'd you say?
You said you were traveling to Virginia?
Yes. Hopefully. God willing.
What part of Virginia?
Chester.
Oh, Chester. Okay. All right.
Sounds fun. You been there before?
It's gonna have some good old Southern hospitality, home cooking.
Yeah.
You got a Southern accent you can talk with?
No, I don't.
Some chitlins on the plate and just go ham. Just have a good time.
Have you do comedy? You need to do comedy if you don't do
I'm
comedy.
telling you.
I do comedy. Yes.
Do comedy?
I do comedy. I do drama.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like to mix it up because life is full of it. You know,
And
it's
you
so
act.
full.
You act too, right?
Yeah, you know, yeah. I told you, it's one of those funny things about me.
Let me tell you, that is phenomenal. You're a songwriter, you're a comedian,
Mm-hmm.
and you're an actor. Like if
Right.
that's not that's like, Paul Robeson level right there. Like
Mm-hmm.
man, I commend you, man. That
You
yeah,
know,
somebody
man,
said multi-talented. Exactly. That was the word I was looking for. That yeah,
you know,
clearly
we
multi-talented.
all have access to everything, and you
Hmm.
know, I just feel like because sometimes, you know, like it's just like we're blessed to realize that you can find a space where you can have a good time and perhaps not so good a time,
Mm.
Mm.
you know. And you know, unfortunately, you know, it's like when you're a person out here who has a lot of light, and I'm sure you guys can attest for this. You're a person who has a lot of light. Um, Sometimes it's because you're aware of all the darkness,
Mm.
you know. So you see some of our best comedians and stuff. Like I was a big Jim Carrey fan, you know, growing up.
Hmm.
Y'all like Jim Carrey?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Very
Yeah,
talented.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey, and he used to say something as I watched him later on his years. He said he didn't realize it, but his characters help people be free of concern. And he
Mm.
said that's not a reality though. He said
Mm.
people have concern, and don't think that just because I act like this, like I'm free of concern. He's like, no. He's like, but you know, if you can create a space where you're free of concern just a little bit, then maybe you can see a better outcome. And
Mm.
that's the genius of comedy, you know.
Absolutely. I
So
agree.
yeah, I hope that I'm funny, somewhat.
No, you are.
Mm.
That's why I wasn't sure. I might have missed that in your bio, but I could clearly see that in you. Like,
I just didn't say it. I, you know,
huh?
I don't like people to know I'm funny. I'm gonna
You're
pay
like,
him
no,
less
man,
because he's
tell a joke,
funny.
tell a joke,
No,
tell
pay me more. I'm not funny. I'm serious.
a
Serious. Darn it. Yeah, anyway,
Uh,
Oh man.
wow.
Ooh. Oh,
Mm-mm-mm.
time is going by so fast. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. We're just having such a good time up in here. Up in
Yeah.
here. Up in here. Um, so Damien.
mm?
Okay, back to my Topra vibe. Damien, how do you want to be remembered?
That's a good one. Mm.
Mm. Well, I thought about this. On my tombstone, I would like for it to say, "Here lies Damion Tillery. It was fun for some." You know, it was just, you know what I'm saying?
It will not say that.
Oh, sheesh.
Wait. What did he say?
What
It
I'm
was
saying
fun
is,
for some. What did he say?
He said it was fun for
it was
some.
fun
It
for
was fun
some.
for some.
That's great.
It will not say that.
That's
Yeah,
classic.
it's a case of like,
That's great.
hey, look, life is, the dash. That's where it counts. You know, you got your start and you got your end, but the dash.
The dash, yeah.
What did you do during the dash?
Mm.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
Mm.
It was fun for some. That's fire.
I know, right? That's one of those you wish you said.
I wish I said that. I might have to quote you, Damien, on that. That's fire. That's fire.
Hashtag it was fun for some.
Hashtag it was fun for some.
Uh,
Certain industry parties have that same description.
Indeed.
oh,
Yeah.
um,
You went to
James,
the party? Yeah, it was fun for some.
Yeah, man.
uh,
It's not a lie. It's something.
Oh, God.
James, you have a question for Eli?
Hold on, I gotta get myself together. Hold on. Oh, that was classic. Oh man. Okay, yeah, yes, I got one for Eli. Okay, I'm a sci-fi person, right?
Yes.
So aliens come down. You have one song to play that encompasses humanity. What song would that be?
Oh, I already wrote this song. So
Mm,
I actually have a whole movie about this song, this thing.
really?
Yeah, it's called Mama's. The movie is called Mama's Home Cooking versus the Trap Star. I felt like you know this? You planned this question?
I told you, like minds, you know?
Yeah.
We're kin, man. We're kin.
I wrote a song. It's called Mama's Home Cooking.
Mm,
And in the movie, it's the corniest song in the world, but it's the only song that can stop the evilness of the trap star from taking over the planet.
mm,
And it's basically a song just about a guy and his mother eating his mother's food and loving life at the same time and having like life's adventures and wishing he could kind of like just have his mother's home cooking one more time. And
mm.
it's supposed to just be this corny, wholesome song that lets not only the aliens, but the trap star and everybody else know that there's always something good you can find about life. And of course, when you tie in my affinity with food, and so it
Is
makes
this
it.
is this able to be viewed somewhere or?
Yeah. So once again, if you go to epicdirection.com, you can see my films are up there. I have a little area for films. And if you go there, you click on that. And, you'll see Mama's Home Cooking versus the Trap Star. You'll see two other films that I've made, short films. And you can also YouTube it. So if you go on YouTube and just type in Mama's Home Cooking versus the Trap Star, you'll see it. It's a 14-minute short film with music and aliens and all sorts of stuff. It's fun. And I play six different characters. And
Mm,
it's a very, very fun thing. I made it during pandemic.
mm.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
interesting.
I'm definitely checking that out because
You
that's
could
right
tell
up
he
my
ain't had
alley.
no girlfriend because
Huh?
he ain't got no girl. How you make a 7-person movie by yourself during pandemic, bro? What are you doing? Like here, I was getting nothing, yo. I was just in the room, just like, oh God, Lord, help me. Give me some reason to live, Lord. I got no woman. I got no money. Can't go nowhere.
Oh
If a crazy person started talking to myself, figure let's just film it, make a movie.
man.
Yeah, so it's good. It's good. Check it out. You might like it. A lot of people like it.
Oh,
It sounds. I already know I'm gonna like it because it's right. Like
yeah.
I said, it's right up my alley. So I'm checking that out. I
It's
gotta check
fun.
that
Good
out.
time.
Oh man.
Look it up.
Oh my goodness.
Oh God.
Oh.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Goodness.
I didn't mean to be joking this much. It's a serious time now. I just
No,
It's
we
fun. We
honestly,
be having
be
big fun.
practical. Your guests are probably like, "Who is this? Who are these people? What's going on?"
honestly, we're gonna
Came
need a
here for it.
lot of this coming up. We're
Yeah,
gonna need a lot of it. Trust
have
me.
some good times.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
So, Damien, back to you. What do you want the takeaway to be from tonight?
Um, Now that is the hardest question I've heard in a long time. The takeaway.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Now, sis.
Sense of humor first time.
Thank you, wife. Now,
That's
but
a true queen right
the
there.
takeaway from this is hone my craft. keep keep working at what I do. I Like I said, I've been doing music since I was about 14 years old, and like I said, it's been a long, slow walk around the block, but I'm starting to come around, and it's a case of just keep plugging, keep honing my craft, and learn all I can, and I'll put myself out there.
Hmm. How can people, you know, How can people support you as an artist?
You see on Instagram, Beats Working 9 to 5. YouTube, Beats Working 9 to 5. Facebook, X/Twitter, Beats Working 9 to 5.
Is that a
I
nine
do
dash
this
five?
because it beats working 9 to 5 for real.
Is that a
9
nine
hyphen
dash
5, yes.
five? Okay. I'm just putting it out there for
Yes,
the
a hyphen. And on Instagram is beats underscore working underscore 9 underscore 5.
beats underscore. Say that one more time.
Beats underscore working underscore 9 underscore 5. That's Instagram.
Okay.
But if you type in beats working 9 to 5 on YouTube, it should pop up.
Gotcha.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Eli, how can people reach out to you?
Um, well, I am primarily on Instagram and TikTok. If you're on Instagram, you can check out my MC page at Path of the MC,
Path of the
and
MC.
that's pretty easy. And then if you want to check out my music or artist page, my actor page, where I got some skits, I got some funny things, but then also it's a little bit more personal. You can check out Path of Eli, and you can check those out on Instagram. Once again, that's Path of the MC and Path of Eli. And if you're on TikTok, it's also Path of the MC. So yeah, Path of the MC is probably what you should go with.
Good stuff.
Beautiful.
Okay. Eli, what is the
Yeah,
takeaway that you want to have for the show tonight?
from this
Besides us
show.
being entertained.
Yes. So I met you at a sort of like a community open mic,
Right.
and I love that vibe. I love that as a sort of like thing. I think that the thing I like people to take away with is you know it's we're out here creating community, we're creating connection, and I just was able to connect with you guys. I connected with you before, Mz.KIR, and now I got my brothers here, and this is just like sort of like it's a building thing. So it's like we come together, we can have some laughs, we can have some good times, and yeah, just understand that this is how community is built. And I feel like we're in an interesting time where community is built online. But the thing
Mm.
about online is if you take online away, if you don't have something, if you don't have that electrical device, then you might have to have the people skills to make sure you can connect. So,
Mhm.
that's I'm passionate about that sort of thing, and I think that you're doing the good work by doing interviews like this, Mz.KIR. So, yeah, so that's what I would take you and James. So, thank y'all.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah.
Indeed.
Mhm.
Damion, any shout outs you want to give?
I'm sorry, say that again, please.
I said any shout outs. Would you like to give any shout outs?
Oh, my apologies. Shout out to my beautiful wife Jennifer, my parents Eddie and Dorcas, my children Joshua, Juanita, and Janelle. AGS. That's my cousins from the '90s. They had a rap group representing Linden, Boondocks.
Okay.
Um,
Boondocks.
Wow.
Mhm.
That was my
yeah,
show,
yeah.
Boondocks.
Um, and let's see. And all those that feel as though that what they're doing, it may not be where they're not where they are, where they feel they should be right now. Just keep working, just keep plugging away. You'll
Mm-hmm.
get there. It takes time.
Mm-hmm.
It takes time. Just give it time. You'll get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Very profound. Eli, any shout outs you'd like to
Mhm.
give?
Yeah. First, I like to shout out my mom. Hi, mom.
Hmm.
Um, I want to shout out all of my family. We just lost my uncle Daryl,
Hmm.
and I know that the family, he was a major part. So I want to shout out all the Browns, the Vegas,
Hmm.
um, all of our New York family, and I also want to shout out my I will graduate team. And we've been doing a lot of work. And I want to shout out Tony Lewis Taylor and Sanchez. They're the executive director and the vice president of the organization. Just doing a lot of stuff out here, moving around. Um, I want to shout my father out, my dad, Owen Valentine.
Hmm.
He's also doing stuff. He just dropped a really cool song. So if you guys get a chance, check out Owen Valentine. If you guys like some vibes, like just real good, positive music vibes, check out the sound, Owen Valentine. And let's see. Yeah, I mean, right now that's off the top of my head, but I mean, I know so many people just out here doing good stuff, having good vibes out here. I got a lot of people just really like people making their dreams happen, even though certain things are uncertain. Some people, just kind of having this, not sure what the future is going to hold, but you're making it, so that's
Mm,
all you can do. Shout out to
yes.
y'all.
Yeah.
Indeed. Indeed.
James, you have any shout outs you want to give?
And well, shout out to you.
Hey,
Yeah.
Um, Shout out for you providing this platform. It's very important that we have these conversations as artists, as creatives, to help navigate this scene where there's really no manual.
Yeah.
We're kind of learning and growing with each other. In our art. Of course, my brother he came in to support. My brother Tyrell. Thank you for being a part of this, and hope something said today will stick with you, will resonate with you. Um, all my supporters that keep me doing this. You need a village, when you're pursuing anything in the arts. So I like to thank the village, thank my family, thank my friends, my brother. Love you, brother. Um, and just anybody that has a fire inside them that needs to get out. Don't be afraid to get it out because it might help ignite a fire in somebody else. So, um, yeah, that's pretty much it.
mm,
Well, I like to give a shout out to my mom because she always shows my
Mm.
podcast love. Hi, mom.
Hey,
If you
mom.
watch me, I want to shout out my firstborn, T Noodle. She was a guest on my show back in August.
Hmm.
Shout out to T Noodle, the firstborn, the Genesis.
mm,
Shout out to my son, Big Dude,
Mm.
Caden. He's a big dude. Um, Shout out to all my small business network people,
Hmm.
Dr.
Yes.
Or Commissioner James McConnell, Gladys Bryce, Indigo Divine Brown, um, Gladys Bryce, and there's some Shawnee White,
Oh,
Latanya Davis,
yeah. Hmm.
Trinity Davis Floyd, and some more people who I can't remember right now. And next week is my birthday, next Sunday.
hey,
Nice. Nice.
Um, yes. And let's see, who
Happy
else I want to give
birthday.
a shout out to? All my listeners of Live with Mz.KIR, all the Writer's Block supporters. Writer's Block is coming back soon, very
Mm.
soon. And that's oh yeah, my cousin Scott Jacob, my cousin Isha Yakov, my cousin CJ Wright, Courtney J Wright, whatever his name is here on Facebook. My cousins, Aranya Lewis. Shout out to her. Teresa Hazel Eyes. She's a watcher usually. And Jessica Regal and Orlando Chandler
Mhm.
and the fellow guest from before, Kanisha Love Taylor, my good friend Antoinette Gross, my co-host last week, Genevieve Powell, my good friend, Poets and Spoken Word. Let's see what else. Antoinette Gross, Kanisha Love Taylor. Oh, Karaja Yashar. And yeah, if I didn't say your name, sorry. Still got love for you. So if you support and show Topra or Mr. love, I just want to thank you. Oh yes, Sedette Knox. She was my guest last week. Shout outs to her. Because people, you didn't have to take the time out to watch this. So I just want to thank everybody. And if you gonna watch it later, make sure you click hashtag replay and like and heart and like and heart and like and heart and share because caring is sharing and sharing is caring. This
Indeed.
is Tanisha, also known as Topra, aka Ms. MZ, capital K, capital I, capital R, Mz.KIR, the poetic lyricist. And I'm wishing everybody out there love, peace, hair grease, edges, because edges matter, and also breeziness. So be breezy. Breeziness matters too. Thanks again for watching. And until next week, peace.
Peace.
Cheers, y'all.